Aftershocks continued today after last night's magnitude 5.1 earthquake centered near Brea in Orange County. The earthquake hit at 9:09 last night. Some are reporting it lasted 20 to 30 seconds. It was less than a mile deep, and that is possibly why it was felt over such a widespread area. People are reporting feeling it from here in the Coachella Valley to Los Angeles, also in the San Fernando Valley, San Gabriel Valley, and in Orange County and as far south as San Diego. The USGS initially reported the quake was a 5.4, centered 2 kilometers east of La Habra. They later downgraded that report to a 5.1. More than 100 aftershocks have been felt in Southern California after Friday's magnitude 5.1 earthquake, and more video has surfaced showing the quake and the mess it's left behind, like this security video from one store in the area. Watch the merchandise being rattled off the shelves and into the aisles. No serious injuries have been reported, but officials from the U.S. Geological Survey say the quake and the tremors that followed are a good reality check that larger, more damaging seismic events are always a threat in this part of the country.
This is another reminder. We live in earthquake country in Southern California, and this is an earthquake that is not terribly damaging, but it should be taken to heart that we can have larger, more damaging earthquakes.
When you're right on top of an earthquake, you feel all the frequencies and your body really notices the high frequencies. When you're farther away, the high frequencies have died off and you're just left with the low frequencies, and it feels like a rolling motion. So you have some people saying this was a jerky earthquake, some saying this was rolling. What you're hearing is how far away they were.
More than 80 residents had to leave their homes in Fullerton. The quake cracked walls and ceilings at many homes and apartments. Inspectors found major foundation problems that made some buildings unsafe to enter. 83 residents were displaced and dozens of others were left without power. Officials say no injuries were reported. Here's a look at the seismograph registering the earthquake. The U.S. Geological Survey reports more than 24 aftershocks were recorded. 2 smaller foreshocks were also felt in nearby La Habra earlier Friday night. A magnitude 4.4 quake struck the San Fernando Valley just last week. Last night's earthquake is a good reminder the big one is coming. Experts have been warning us it's not a matter of if, but when a major earthquake will strike in Southern California. That's why they say we need to have emergency supplies on hand. A weekend event in Rancho Mirage is hoping to help get you ready for a disaster. Many of us are not prepared. According to a recent poll, just 22% of Californians think they're prepared for a natural disaster.
People just have to be prepared, not just for that first couple of hours of how am I going to find my family, where are we going to meet, who are we going to call, but they have to be prepared to say, well, what if I don't have water for 2 weeks, and do we have cash, and do we have food, and are we prepared?
The Race to Be Ready Emergency Preparedness Expo will take place tomorrow. That's March 30th at Rancho Mirage High School. For more information on the event, you can go to our website. That's KMIR.com.